to be talking about protecting girls' rights. And I'll be speaking to Mrs. Catherine Mikado. She's the Director of Girls Education Unit at the Ghana Education Service, and Mr. Felix Abeko. He's the CEO for A2Z FIRM Movement. So good morning, gentlemen and lady. Welcome to TV3 New Day. Why this campaign to protect girls' rights, or what exactly will be special about this particular campaign?
Thank you very much. This campaign has become very, very necessary because we realize that these days most girls are abused and it's affecting their education. They are human beings like boys and they have equal opportunities. So we need to campaign so that people will understand the right of these girls and stop abusing them.
Very well. But you, Mr. Felix, you're a man and you are fighting or advocating for protection of female rights. What does A2Z bring to the board when it comes to protecting girls' rights?
Well, actually, what we bring on board is to try to form a strong unit, as in girls' clubs in various junior high schools. So it will be like a platform for network, so they can be able to be there for each other, support each other. And then again, also to, let me say, inculcate in them the spirit of entrepreneurship. Because when they have this in them, they will grow to be more confident and self-employed. That would not make them more vulnerable to the society.
But someone would also be asking, so why is it all girls talk? Why are we talking about the girls and seem to be leaving the boys out? Why that discrimination in quotes?
I don't think there is discrimination. In most of our schools, it's mixed, both boys and girls. So both boys and girls, we cater for them. But the reason why the emphasis is on the girls is that girls are vulnerable. They suffer most. They suffer the abuses. They suffer the violence. So that's why we are emphasizing on the girls. And in doing so, we also involve the boys so that they will understand that we are partners, so that they can support their sisters.
Very well. So I know the Ghana Education Service is taking a stance on teenage pregnancy, especially because the girls drop out when they become pregnant. Currently, what are you doing about that situation?
Yeah, very good. The pregnancy issue now is escalating. Let me use that word. So because of that, we have taken a bold step. First, there is no policy or guidelines with regards to pregnancy of girls in schools. So formally, we are educating everybody to allow pregnant girls to remain in school. Because in the first place, we have done everything to prevent them from getting pregnant. But still some of them are getting pregnant. And pregnancy is not a disease. And pregnancy cannot just end the future of these girls. So once they become pregnant, we want them to remain as far as their health can allow them to stay and deliver, and also get back to school after delivery.
Okay, but how feasible is it really? Because the onus doesn't only lie on the Ghana Education Service, it also lies on the child or the girl understanding what rights she has to even have basic education. And so when we teach them that, yes, you can come back, when you speak to the girls, is there that willingness to even return?
Yes, of course. You know, time will not allow us, but we've done a lot of education. Parents are involved because these girls come from homes. And we are saying that the pregnancy is not a disease. And these girls, we teach them, we do a lot of activities to understand the importance of education of a girl. So the girl herself must know why she's being educated.
Very well.
So this campaign is very, very feasible.
Okay.
So to add a little bit to it, it's about choices. Nobody would like to be in, let me say, poverty. So knowing very well education is a key to success, certainly, because it wouldn't be their choice to be pregnant. It's an accident. So when you give them the option to go back to school, they'll grab it fully.
But when is the campaign starting? When is it ending? How do we get on board to help? Okay,
with A2Z, we've already launched this very campaign, and we are doing this kind of poetry recital among schools to involve them in this very campaign. So it's the first phase of what we are doing from A2Z FIRM Movement. But if from GES you want to
GES, it has been there for a very long time. that they must prevent pregnancy whilst in school.
Okay, so there's no special platform to dedicate.
Oh, there are.
When is
Anytime we meet girls, we talk to them. Even in the various schools, we have girls clubs, we have teachers who are responsible for the girls, and they talk to them about these things. And we also have Girls Education Week, normally in June, we bring on board people to come and talk to them. You know, in rural areas, the girls don't normally have role models. Right. So sometimes we expose them to role models and people who can encourage them to become responsible adults.
So let me highlight a bit on what...
That will be your final statement.
Okay. So let me highlight a bit on what A2Z is doing in regards to protecting girls' rights. We have launched the campaign. Our next phase is social media campaign. Now we are putting these girls on TV and radio to speak for their rights. We won't speak for them anymore. We are trying to groom them so they can be very defensive and very vocal. When they can speak for their rights, they can really, let me say, champion a cause to protect their rights. That is what we are doing as part of...
To add to that, I also encourage you, the media ladies, to also use your platform to encourage the girls.
Which we always do. Certainly, when we get the chance, we certainly do that. But ladies, go out there, protect your rights, because every female in this country has the basic rights specifically to education. I have been speaking to Mrs. Catherine Mikado, Director of Girls Education Unit and the Ghana Education Service. Also, Mr. Felix Abeko, he's the CEO for A2Z FIRM Movement. On that note, we'll take a break. We'll be back with more here. Stay with us.